5 new gig apps that pay over $150 a day. And the good news is some of these you don't need your vehicle to do a bunch of deliveries. Some of these don't require a background check. Some pay over $30 an hour. And some are great if you do want more consistent work hours. The first one is Bacon Work. With over 400,000 workers, this Bacon app platform will give you access to on-demand flexible work. 3 steps to pick up a shift and start making money. 1, browse a feed of available labor gigs/shifts near you. View shift details such as company, time, pay, and the type of work, which is fantastic. That's all you need. I want to know, what am I doing? Who is it with? The time, make sure it fits into my schedule. And of course, the pay to see if it's worth it. Number 2, apply in work. Once you find a shift that fits both your schedule and your skill set, apply to the shift. Once approved by the company, you will be notified that you've been accepted. Number 3, get paid quick. Bacon says that they're enabling businesses to post shifts and start hiring in as little as 24 hours, which is great because if I'm looking for work, I want as many options as possible. But what happens on these platforms if you can't find work? Like you sign up, you go through this whole stuff and there isn't any opportunities. I mean, in reality, that's a very real consideration. So Bacon says, number 1, you need to adjust your filters possibly. Number 2, you aren't eligible for some shifts, like maybe alcohol or something. Number 3, all the shifts in your area have already been filled. I mean, I do respect the fact that they're straight up. They say, hey, unfortunately, sometimes this means that in certain areas, there are more workers than shifts to work, which sometimes results in shift shortages. Until they find the new businesses, there isn't much we can do for you on our end, but no worries, it shouldn't last long, so keep updating your app and turn on notifications so you know when there are new postings. I mean, that's pretty frank, pretty candid there. And don't worry, for this temp work, on-demand flex work, I have some other options for you in this list. Who decides how much a shift pays? Each shift on Bacon has a different payout that is determined by the business that is posting. We do give the business the average hourly wage for the area where they are posting and let them know what amounts would make them competitive with other Bacon shifts in the area. I get it. I don't love it, but because obviously they're going to pay as little as possible while being still a little bit competitive. But I kind of see that other hourly, maybe gig apps like Amazon Flex, it's the same thing. Amazon's going to pay just enough. Their minimum contribution is $15 an hour. But at least here in Pittsburgh, I see our shifts start at $18 an hour. So let me get you a range here. How much do I make an hour with Bacon? Each shift's pay on Bacon is determined by the employer, putting in the hours on the shift and an hourly wage. That means that you could be making anywhere from $10 to $25 per hour, depending on which shift you pick up. Now, in my opinion, I'm not ever really going to sign up for a shift for $10 an hour. If it makes sense for you, if that's something you want to do and you need the money and you want to get work, then there's options for you. I would say, $16, $17, $18 an hour. But on the top end there are higher paying shifts, $20 to $25 an hour, which is nice. Unlike the aforementioned Amazon Flex, if you finish early, and remember, they're giving you that pay per hour there. If you finish early on Flex, you get the entire pay, not on Bacon. If you do not work the full time listed, your pay will most likely be adjusted accordingly. So I get it, just a heads up. They do say we need to process your tips independently. I wouldn't really worry about that. I mean, I've done the catering platform Deliver That, and it's kind of the same thing because like they say here, I think it's the same thing maybe for Deliver That. We also have to wait for the businesses to actually send the tips, so it makes sense. And then one last consideration when it comes to the pay, and let me know in the comments if this is a big deal for you or not. I mean, the way it's structured, I don't know. Let me know. But this platform fee. Every shift you work includes a small platform fee. This fee is 60 cents per hour worked. This fee covers the ongoing costs of keeping the Bacon platform, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, most every gig platform you're going to do, there's something in there. I mean, you may not see it on the back end because things are already taken out per se. But I mean, this would make $20 an hour, $19.40 an hour, right? Is that a big deal for you? Let me know. Currently, Bacon work is available in these 15 states. And if you're not in these states, like I'm here in Pennsylvania, it's not in Pennsylvania, it's at least good to have on your radar. And if you can sign up for a wait list, it's good to have because, I mean, they could be expanding pretty quickly. The next platform that advertises up to $30 an hour And the one that may not require a background check as well is Qwick. Now, the Qwick platform is going to specialize in the hospitality space. With Qwick, we help professionals find shifts that match their skills in the following: front of house jobs, busser, bartender, mixologist, and more; back of house jobs, dishwasher, line cook, prep cook, event and catering jobs, event chef, banquet cook, etc. And here's a full list of the shifts that are offered on Qwick. Talking about that background check process, does Qwick require a background check? And they say, while we don't ask professionals to pass a background check in order to accept shifts, some businesses do require them. So maybe on a case-by-case basis there could be some opportunities if you're looking for work that might not require a background check. This is directly from Qwick. We got a bartender, $30 an hour, server, $30 an hour. So what are the requirements to get access to these shifts that might pay as much? Be at least 18 years of age or older and have at least 1 year of recent, i.e. within the past 1 to 3 years, and relevant food and beverage industry work experience or shifts. If you work for any of those niches, let me know in the comments, and let me know how many hours you typically get, because I know sometimes workers are asking for more hours, or if you're doing this in the summer, etc. So you could do that and then use Qwick to fill in some more shifts. You have this QwickScore as you are rated by providers here, and it says if it's lower than 4.5 out of 5, you've likely had at least one significant infraction impact your score, so just be a heads up of this. Timeliness, just arrive on time, leaving early. I mean, don't just want to walk out of your shift, don't do that. Business ratings, if you were unprofessional, something like that. Unexcused cancellation, it says the closer a cancellation is to the start of a shift, the greater your score will be impacted. So, businesses, professionals, just appreciate a heads up communication. And then unprofessional behavior. And it does matter, as Qwick says, your score does have an impact on the shifts that you get. There is potential bonus pay as well, shown here at the top. Look at this example here. Banquet server, it's $33 an hour because the original rate was $30 an hour already. And then there was a Qwick bonus of 10%. So that brings it to $33 an hour plus tips, by the way. And it says tips for shifts will either be paid in cash or through the Qwick app. So you're making $33 an hour plus tips. It's pretty good. Number 3, something completely different, is Bestmark. Now, Bestmark's available in all 50 states and Canada, and there's 3 ways to earn here. They have mystery shoppers, aka secret shoppers, pose as customers in order to evaluate the quality of customer service they receive. They perform specific tasks in store, online, and or by phone, such as purchasing a product or posing a specific scenario, and then providing detailed experience insights, allowing an organization or brand to drive effective change within their business. Now, I've done one secret shopper shift on Field Agent, and this is certainly a different kind of gig. Feels a little different there to be in the store as a secret shopper, but let's continue. Intercept Interviews, you directly gather detailed experience and brand perception information from customers as they exit a brick and mortar business, such as a retail store, restaurant, bank, etc. Companies use the survey results to understand how to continually improve experiences for their customers. So I'd imagine what, you're like hanging outside the Applebee's or the Best Buy, and then you're like, oh, hey, I was thinking about going in there to get the new whatever PlayStation. How's their customer service been? And then they might give you a list of questions to ask this customer. Again, you certainly have to be a little extroverted, and it's a different kind of gig work. But number 3, compliance auditors. Compliance auditors review adherence to company and or regulatory guidelines such as product pricing and placement, merchandising, displays and availability, planograms, employee procedures, customer safety, and more. Just auditor. So what are the requirements to be a Bestmark earner in this case? Detail-oriented, dedicated to honoring commitments, etc., etc. Basically, you just need to be 18 years of age or older. You're paid based on the assignments you select. Payment may be a reimbursement for a meal or purchase and or a cash payment. That is kind of similar to that Field Agent that I did, where mine was an audit and I had to take a picture of the cheese section at Giant Eagle, our local grocery store here, and then I got $5 for that. It didn't pay a lot, but it's super quick. Like I went in there, especially if you shop there anyway, I just took a picture of the cheese shelves. But yes, just keep in mind, if your reimbursement is just payment for the meal, but Think about it this way. Like if you're doing other gig apps and then there's an assignment, I don't know where it's at, a KFC or a local restaurant, you'll get your lunch or whatever, like a free meal compensation, as long as you follow the prompts, obviously, and stuff like that. Or yes, cash, cash, digital payment, whatever. And that's paid out via PayPal, direct deposit, or a gift card. Now it does say the payment process can generally take 3 to 4 weeks. That's it's a little ridiculous, but I mean, as long as they pay you right, and they're telling you right now, so as long as they pay you, but maybe a little planning ahead of time if you need cash now. Number 4, an option if you're kind of fed up with like, I can only grab a 2-hour shift on this platform, or like I can only work for like a little bit on this platform, it's just not busy enough, then WorkWhile may be a good option for you. This is another on-demand shift work platform, but they're really emphasizing more hours, really staying on the platform, again, having more consistent work here. It uses cognitive science, behavioral analysis, and peer feedback to help identify the most reliable hourly workers and support them with perks not available at traditional hourly wage jobs. And then Runner hires part-time on-demand workers, but as W-2 employees for, again, more job stability. And then they'll connect them to jobs in tech operations. But with WorkWhile, if you want access to on-demand shift work, their platform also has bonuses. You can get paid next day as well. You can look at their platform. And lastly, another opportunity for those looking for flex work is Reflex. Now, this platform is specifically focused on retail. Similar kind of perks, setting your own schedule, get paid next day, build your retail resume. So if you're in that niche of the workspace, this could be a good option to, again, pick up shifts, or if you do want to advance faster and just get more experience. I mean, not a lot on the sign up process. It just brought me to this page and I signed up because I wanted to get some more info. I didn't even really see specific numbers or even a ton of shift examples. So I was trying to find more of that. But here's the cities that, in no particular order, I don't know why it's listed like this, but Pittsburgh was on it. So I clicked on Pittsburgh and then it says, where did you work? So I added my own experience. I worked at Walmart in between semesters at Penn State. I'd say that's like, 6 months to a year total combined. I think it was like 3 summers. Which one of these works best for you? Because we had different niches, like in different industries. We had $25, $30 an hour opportunities. We had shorter term commitments, longer term commitments. And I think with a lot of this, it's, as mentioned, a great supplement to current shifts if you want to add more shifts, or just general gig apps.